I love all things makeup. I love makeup. But sometimes I love going out, having fun, and not wearing any at all. It's all about loving yourself, loving every part of who you are, and running with it, girl. Yep, that's me. I also love fashion. I love fashion. I love mixing and matching different pieces. Sometimes it might match, sometimes it might not. But the only opinion that matters, girl, is yours. I also love traveling. I love traveling. I love making travel vlogs for you guys. So if you love these types of things like makeup, fashion, and traveling, be sure to hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that share button, girl. Hey guys, I'm back with another video. I know this video is a little mixed up and jibble-jabbered because I was indecisive. I didn't know what I wanted to do. But it ended up being about my story and what it's like being in Atlanta versus Los Angeles. There's a lot of pros and cons, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. There's two parts. Me in like two different outfits, the usual, because I never know what I want to wear. But really, it is going to be pros and cons of LA and Atlanta. So basically, they're kind of the same because everyone is kind of superficial. Everything's about money and how much money you have. You never really know if someone's living in Atlanta to be famous or rich, just like living in LA to be famous or rich. And like, you never know if people are together or married because you're like, oh, are they just together for show or because he has a lot of money or whatever, you know? I was raised to be humble and strong and to be with people for the right reasons, you know? Be with a man because he's smart or intelligent or humble, not because of how much money he has. So those are similarities between the two cases. Obviously, it's a lot more expensive to live in LA versus living in Atlanta. Atlanta has more reasonable price apartments, homes for rental or to buy. LA, again, you're living for that name. You live in Los Angeles, you live in Santa Barbara, you live in San Francisco. You're paying to say you live there, you're paying for the name, you're paying for all of that, girl, okay? You're paying for all of that. The different things that are really, really fun about Atlanta and LA is there's so many things to do. Again, the same thing with LA. You can go to Earth, you can go to the Museum of Ice Cream. Atlanta, there's like so many fun places to go, like Cheesecake and Buckhead. There's so many fun places to go, but you gotta keep in mind, like, people are so materialistic. All they really care about is money or the come up. They say Atlanta is the new LA, so there's so many similarities and so many differences based off of those two. They're so similar yet so different at the same time. And just keep in mind that you're going to be living in Atlanta for the right reasons, or you're going to be living in LA for the right reasons, because you can run into these people and they only like you or want to be around you because, oh, you have money, or oh, you know someone who knows someone who knows someone, because they say that's the only way to get in. If you know someone who knows someone who knows someone, girl, no. If you work your butt off, you work hard, you'll get there, you'll do what you want to do, and you'll be able to do it. Again, LA is so much fun. I feel like you're accepted for who you are in LA, whether you're gay, straight, whatever. In Atlanta, I feel like that's a similarity type of thing, but you also have a lot more prejudice and racism in Atlanta. People trying to run you off the road, people just not liking you for things you cannot change. And that is one of the reasons why I left. It was weird. I never had to deal with it personally, but you see it around you and that's enough. LA, it's like you're free to be whoever the hell you want to be, how you want to be, when you want to be, and that's probably why I love it so much. It's just you can do whatever you want to do. I feel so safe and so free. I got my first tattoo there. I just love it so much. It just makes me so happy, and it's just a place to be. Atlanta, it's like that place where you're getting your come up to be whatever you want to do, to work hard to do whatever you want to do. LA is the place to go when you finish working towards getting where you want to be. You're already there. Go to LA. I mean, LA is the place to build, to network, to meet so many people, and you can do the same things in Atlanta. But again, you're paying maybe triple what you would pay in Atlanta and LA because you're paying for where you live, girl. Who lives here? Who lives here? Who lives here? You know, you're paying for where you live and who you meet and who you can see and who you can network with. Again, the best parts about LA and Atlanta, the best food, so much food, so many places to travel. Like LA, there's so many places to go. Palm Springs, San Francisco, they're all outside of LA and so much fun to travel to. Just like Atlanta, outside of Atlanta and Georgia, there's New Orleans, you can go to Savannah, Georgia, you can go to Nashville. So yes, you can explore, you can meet people. It's just so much fun. So as you can see, they both have their pros and their cons. I like both of them, but I'll be living in LA as soon as God allows me to, aka as soon as possible. And I just wanted to talk about the differences. I might do a part 2, so give this video a thumbs up if you want a part 2 of Los Angeles versus LA. And I also like New York a lot too. But again, there's pros and cons. LA and New York, you pay this much, triple the price of what you would live in Atlanta. But there's, again, so many similarities and so many differences. So I can get into depth on more about what the differences is between LA, New York, and Atlanta. I can get more into depth, girl. I can tell you some more things. Okay, so give this video a thumbs up if you want me to get more into depth on the similarities and the differences and the pros and the cons of being there, because I love going to all 3 places so much. I spend a lot of my summers in New York, so I feel like I live there. And yeah, so it's wonderful. Now I'm getting on to my story as what it's like living in Atlanta, being in New York or LA with a disability. Obviously people will stare. Things are different, you know, especially if they've never seen a person with a disability before. And different things I will talk about with my story. So let's get into it. Hey guys, I'm really cozy in my anti-high hoodie today, and I'm doing like a different type of video that I don't usually do, and I'm excited about it. It's something I don't usually talk about that often, but I'm gonna talk about it more, and I'm gonna be real cozy in my little hoodie today. Yay! So today's video, I'm gonna talk about my disability. Yes, I have a disability. It's called cerebral palsy, and throughout my life I had a lot of different type of experiences. Not everyone has, but it helps me and it shaped me into the person that I am today. And I want to share a little bit of my story about learning how to walk and learning how to speak up and be more comfortable being vocal with my own voice, and different things that I went through that some of you may be able to relate to. Some of you guys may find somewhat inspirational maybe, and it might help some of you guys going through similar situations. So let's get into it. I was born with cerebral palsy, which means I have weak muscles in my lower extremities. Yeah, girl. So yes, my mom had me when she was very young. She was still in college, and I was a preemie. I was a preemie girl. So I was born at 27 weeks. Yes. A lot of the doctors said I wouldn't make it. I was premature. I couldn't breathe on my own. I could not eat on my own. There were a lot of things that I couldn't eat on my own. I didn't have enough blood circulating. There were so many things going on. The doctors called my family and my mom at different hours of the night saying, your baby's not going to make it. Your child's not going to make it, you know. But no matter what, my family has always been such an amazing support system for me. They always believe in me and my dreams, and they still to this day always believe in me and support me throughout my life no matter what I'm doing. They're always my #1 supporters, and it was no different in this situation. They prayed and they believed that I would make it and survive no matter what the doctor said, whether they thought I was too little. No matter what, my family just persevered and believed that their baby was going to survive, and here I am today. What a lovely blessing God has given me. And after 81 days in the hospital, girl, my mom got to bring home her child. My beautiful mother got to bring home her child. So yes, I spent 81 days in the hospital, and even then, when my mom got to take me home, there was still a nurse that had to come check on me about 2 days a week. And I also have a website that I will show you guys right now, right here. This is my website, and yes, it will show you my story and different things that I've been through that you guys might find relatable to if you have similar stories or going through similar things in your life, or maybe you're pregnant and you're not sure if your child's gonna make it. Hopefully this will be inspiration for you guys. I had therapy about 3 to 4 times a week. I desperately wanted to walk. My family desperately believed that I could walk, even though doctors said I would never be able to. God had other plans, and eventually I was able to walk after lots and lots of therapy and lots of hard work and lots of support from my family. So if anyone ever tells you you can't do something, you can do it. Believe in yourself. no matter what it could possibly be, whether you want to be rich, whether you want to be a dancer, no matter what, just continue to believe in yourself and continue to believe in your dreams and continue to believe that you can do anything. It doesn't matter who says you can't. Okay, guys? I had a little sentimental moment right there, okay? Okay, guys. I had therapy and I tried my best to strengthen my legs the best to my ability. My muscles were able to strengthen. Although I do walk differently, I am able to walk, and that's just such a blessing from God and something that I'll always be grateful for. It was not easy. It wasn't a very quick process, but when you're determined and you work hard, there's literally nothing you can't do, okay? So remember that no matter what, there's literally nothing you can't do. And when I was 2 years old, I was able to get surgery on my eyes as well. So I was able to see much better. The doctors were saying certain things as well, and the eye patches didn't end up working. So I was able to see much better with my eye surgery at 2 years old. I think I talked about that. Did I talk about that, guys? So yes, when I talk about learning to talk, I mean as my own personal experience being an Aquarius, my voice is very soft-spoken and I'm not very confrontational. So I don't want to put myself out there. I don't really want to get into like arguments or disagreements. I just want to kind of go with the flow. But now I'm learning. I'm in my 20s and I'm growing up and I'm in different types of situations that I'm not used to being in. And I'm learning how to be more vocal, how to speak up and talk more often. So sometimes, I don't know if it's an Aquarius thing, I don't know if it's just the person that you are. There's certain times where you're gonna learn or need to speak up and get into some type of confrontation. So I'm learning that it's important to be more vocal. It's important to get your point across, especially if you're in a situation that could be harmful, or even if you're in a good situation. There's certain times where you need to get your point across. There's certain times where you need to speak up and just be yourself, and being you is all you need to do. So that's kind of what I mean by learning to talk, and I'm still learning this. Like, I'm still learning how to walk stronger. I'm still learning how to be more vocal and, you know, speak my mind without like really being in a confrontational atmosphere, because I don't like people yelling, I don't like people arguing, I don't like people screaming. Like, certain people get very angry and certain people are very confrontational, and that's just not me. But I'm learning still to how to get to that point where if I'm in a situation where I need to like yell at someone, you know, people curse people out or something, that I'll be able to be in that environment and not be so soft-spoken where no one can actually even hear what I'm saying. So yes, that's what I mean about learning to talk and learning to walk and learning to see. I have had quite the experience and the journey, but I'm grateful for it and I'm blessed, and I'm glad I was able to share this with you guys. I've been wanting to make a video like this for a while, talking about my disability and learning to see and walk and talk and types of things like that. So I hope that this video makes sense and it inspires you to do anything and everything you've always wanted to do in your lifetime, and to know that no matter what anyone says or what anyone thinks, you can do it. Yeah, so throughout all of that, I was able to walk, you know, despite what the doctor said, I was able to survive. I was able to breathe. Like, I'm still here making YouTube videos for you guys, and I'm going to still be here and continue to make YouTube videos for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll be back with a new video either this week or next week. So bye guys. Thank you for watching.